We are heading towards November in a neck-and-neck race for the open California seat in the U.S. Senate.
Congressman Adam Schiff and former Dodgers All-Star Steve Garvey are the top vote getters.
And we're joined now again by Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson. Thanks for being back with us. The fact that we're so close kind of contradicts the nation's view of California as extremely liberal, no contest, deep blue. And if you ask Katie Porter and Barbara Lee, they'll probably also say that it's about the money. What do you think?
I think the fact that it's so close just shows that the Democratic vote was really splintered among Adam Schiff, Katie Porter, and Barbara Lee. Now that it's going to be a two-person, in fact, two-man race, what we're going to see, I think, is those who supported Katie Porter and Barbara Lee going for Adam Schiff. You have a great graphic up here on the screen that shows that there's 20% of the vote that I think will now swing to Adam Schiff. Now, some of those people will stay home, but Steve Garvey, I don't know that he has an opportunity to grow that number. Now, of course, this was a low turnout election, but the low turnout election, I think, actually helps Steve Garvey in the sense that this was an older, more conservative electorate than he can expect in November.
Adam Schiff took a very interesting strategy in this race, of course, running ads and naming Steve Garvey basically as his opponent. That seems to have worked out. Is there any way that backfires as we move towards the general election?
I don't think so. I think that was a brilliant strategy. I think it absolutely paid off. It's what you can do when you have an open primary top two election system and you're trying to choose your opponent. In this case, Adam Schiff is going to save himself an enormous amount of time, resources, and heartache by running against Steve Garvey. Now, I'm not trying to say that Steve Garvey isn't going to pick up a significant percentage of the electorate, but I think history indicates, party registration indicates, fundraising prowess indicates, and legislative track record indicates that this is Adam Schiff's and that there's very little Steve Garvey can do to appeal to those no party preference voters. I think, in fact, when he faces additional scrutiny, that Steve Garvey will not appear as strong as he potentially does this morning.
And Adam Schiff has had the backing of the Democratic establishment for a very long time, starting with Nancy Pelosi. He's had the most money, the best fundraising. Is there anything Garvey can do, you think, to convince the electorate that he should be the next senator?
I think it will be very difficult for Steve Garvey to go beyond that Republican base. Let's remember, though, there are Republicans. We always talk about deep blue California. There are Republicans in California. We're seeing that up and down the ballot. And there's 22% of the electorate that are no party preference voters. And there are portions of that no party preference group that absolutely lean right, lean towards Republicans. So for Steve Garvey, I think the challenge will be, one, coming up with much more specific policy proposals. I mean, this is a campaign that has largely been devoid of specifics. And two, trying to say, I'm the outsider, we have to stop business as usual. I think, again, given the demographics, given the registration numbers, and given that Adam Schiff is a known quantity and has the backing and endorsement of so many members of the legislature and the Senate who people tend to look to for these voter cues, this will be extremely hard for Steve Garvey to remain competitive moving into November.
All right, Jessica, thank you so much. We'll chat with you again in the next half hour. Thanks for being with us all morning long as we process these election results.
Now